Welcome to another edition of What the Fuck Happens in the YouTube atheist community and tiny chat. Fun. This camera is fucked up. Anyway, yeah, okay, direct uploady thing. Yeah, in the sun. It's a different kind of look. Washed out a bit. I just use a little shield. Anyway, to the point. So yeah, sorry, the power failures, blah blah blah, bullshit. Long day yesterday, and inadequate sleep and such. Anyway, all right. But yeah, there's only really one subject. Yeah, right. Who's communicating rationally to the human race and who is not? You know, this whole community thing is just such a vague, silly network in a way. There's no rational continuity between us. Just some sort of title like, okay, you're an anti-theist. I mean, these people really aren't atheists, just anti-certain theology. These people, yeah. I'll get to the specifics. So anyway, it's just been a lot of videos, just basically that are almost, you're just saying why, well, whatever, there's no point in saying things like, why are they try to run away from the word atheist. They're not, I mean, I'm not saying you should be proud of the word, but I mean, you should be comfortable with it. But anyway, I mean, you know, there's just no point in this argument. I mean, evolution has implications. If you accept evolution as the theory of the production of the human race, that comes with a rational consequence that, yeah, there's not any magic in there. And you can't aggrandize yourself or bestow yourself with magical, sensual features that you don't demonstrate or prove to exist, like a spirit. So anyway, so I got into a fight last night with Piro. It's not a fight. I mean, I asked him to leave. There is, you know, I'm going to play his video and I'll say this crap again, so I'll just say, but I mean, you know, in all honesty, I have a right to tell somebody I don't really want to talk to you because you're a fucking duplicitous, hypocritical, wishy-washy, change your mind at a stroke kind of asshole, and there's just no point in talking to you. You're a waste of my fucking time. So, yeah, I have a right to say that. And I asked him to leave 3 times. He didn't leave. That's it. You know, I mean, this whole victimhood thing, he cammed up. You can go into the room and listen. If that's what you want to do, you want to listen, I'm not going to bother you. But he cammed up. So that's, you know, it says start broadcasting right on the button he hit. He had no obligation to do that. So, fuck him. Fuck the bullshit. And then China, you know, well, like, I guess you got mad because I kicked your boyfriend out because he was just a nihilist asshole who was basically just mocking suffering, trivializing it, and it's like, I'm not going to have that argument over and over again. I mean, I'm just not going to waste my time explaining to people that suffering be bad, okay? I mean, really, if you can't get that right, then yeah, let's just have a fucking all-out goddamn fight to the death war, because I just can't. I can't even stomach the idea of coexisting with assholes, you know, talking from their comfortable position about how somebody else's suffering doesn't mean anything. Fuck you. So she, you know, I mean, she wants to suck that guy's dick. That's her business. You know, what do you want me to do? Sorry, no, not doing that. So what else? So yeah, it was a shorter evening than usual. It did do some physics talk, which I liked in the room, and so it did get me thinking about some of the physics stuff, which is good. So I got something out of it for a change, and you know, there were, you know, a few people that you know, I mean, it was not bad for you know, the 3 hours or whatever I got of it. Unfortunately, the MP3, I didn't have the SD card in the recorder, and so it didn't record the first hour or whatever. I screwed up. So anyway, so maybe somebody has a copy of me kicking Piro, but yeah, whatever. I'd be, you know, just to You know, I mean, I'm not ashamed of the fact that I can't stand his guts. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm wrong because I find him repulsive to even look at anymore. I just can't stand it. I can't, you know, we've played this game before, and I'm just sick of it. I'm not going to waste my time listening to people go goo goo gaga on the internet. Fuck that. You want to talk baby talk? Don't do it in front of me. This frankly just gives me the fucking creeps. Super creeps. Yeah, so that's that. And to be serious now, she's using a term called ultimate truth. And she's saying there is none of this, and scientists don't allow it, and it's blah, blah, blah. And this argument isn't that complicated. You prove things, you know, by a, you know, you can't do it absolutely. You can only do it conditionally. But you can do it with high degrees of what might be called integrity and low degrees of integrity. That's basically decided by the quality of the evidence. And if the evidence is substantial, you have an obligation to do the right thing. It's like a trial. You could always say that, oh, the Martians framed the guy and he didn't commit the murder. You could always say something ludicrous and preposterous, but that would be doing the victims an injustice. You know, to play some idiotic, irrational game that you don't have enough confidence in the evidence. We have confidence. We have reason to be confident in the substance, the bulk of the science that's been done in the last 10,000 years. The vast majority of it is still good science. The watches tell time. Lots of things work very efficiently, very functionally. You're not going to unround the wheel. The facts aren't going to do that. There's not going to be a future fact that's going to make the wheel, you know, square wheel become more efficient. So these are absolute truths. You can say with confidence that round wheels are more efficient than square wheels, blah, 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 blah. This is just done. And it's just silly and this is just a convenient contrivance. So I mean, maybe I'll do her video too. This is just a deliberate effort to say somebody else is wrong and they're right. She has standards for when confidence is appropriate. I'm sure she could make statements saying that, yes, America should have gotten into World War II, or she's quite confident that slaughterhouses are bad things. She's quite confident that whales shouldn't be harpooned or something. I mean, I'm sure I could come up with things where she's quite confident that this is a truth, that like babies shouldn't be raped. You know, I'm sure she's quite confident that babies should not be molested by sexual predators. I'm sure she's quite fucking confident in that truth. And she would impose it on somebody else with draconianly high penalty law. And so this is all about her fucking double standards. She doesn't want anybody else to think they can be confident in their truth if their truth conflicts with her fantasies, her silly, dopey fantasies about what the human race is. She doesn't want to look at it and see it as a parasite. She doesn't want to recognize its origins and its nature. She wants to pretend it's on some sort of love mission. And she doesn't like that the other people have all the evidence on their side, and she has no evidence on her side, and so now she's going to disqualify all trials of truth. She's going to say you can't have a trial because the Martians could be framing us. You know, it's just... So, you know, what can you say? This is just so dishonest, so duplicitous, so self-serving, so arrogant, so egomaniacally destructive to anything called rational or fair. Yeah, fuck fairness should be the motto of these glibites. Ugh. So anyway, and yeah, there's just no good news here. I mean, everybody's just talking babble. I mean, nobody understands anything apparently. I mean, I posted a video on solar energy, and people were weren't getting the point of the video, which is it doesn't work right now. It's not competitive with other energy sources, and forcibly introducing it has this grotesquely unpleasant side effect of just making everybody's electric bills higher, and that's not a good thing. It's the wrong technology for the time, in the sense that it's not good enough yet. But beyond that, if you're going to invest in it, the last thing you want to do is invest in it in a 20% way. If you're going to invest in it, you've got to get 100% of its value out of it. So if you're going to do it, it's like doing, if I propose doing hydroelectric, which is a proven technology, I wouldn't propose doing it in a way where you only get 20% efficiency out of the money you spend. That would be insane. And so they don't even, and Spook makes videos, and I can't even, I don't know what the fuck he's just incoherently babbling about interconnected, bibbly babbly booey university, blah 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 blah. Just forget it. Nothing on the ground. So yeah, I mean, it's just dismal conversation available, and that's about it. So old fan is hanging in there. Just did some anti-commentary videos and such, and that was another thing that happened. She got a bad review, so to speak, on some of her work that involved me. So unfortunately I was the wrong paint to use. Inmendham's an ugly color. So it's nothing that bothers me, of course, but I mean, I feel bad that she has to endure, suffer the slings and arrows of the duplicitous and hypocritical, even in the art community, where they apparently are just as bigoted as everybody else. But no, you just keep marching in the general direction of that away, and we'll see what happens. So, Great Tex just made a video drinking a bottle of vodka. Yeah, that's just too fucking interesting. I mean, it's just, this is just such a bleak horror. That these are supposed to be like humans that actually can engage in conversation, and they have to do it drunk or deluded. Whoa. So anyway, yeah, so it's my day. So anyway, I'm way behind. I did go to that town fishing derby thing to do my little help out thing, and it all went quite well, blah 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 blah, and so I got a ton of video from that, but it's not really interesting video, but I gotta edit it anyway, and I gotta post it somewhere anyway, so I do have some work to do. And yeah, next on the list is the Piro video, and maybe the comment section, and I mean, this whole conversation about communicating, and how invested, how important philosophy is, I guess. So it's, you not only got the issue of communicating philosophy, but you have urgency, and in the sense that philosophy is like a conversation about war. The stake of billions of sentient creatures lies in the balance, in our hands, in the power of our words. Billions and billions and billions of conscious horror can be at least augmented and reduced or changed in terms of how bad things have to get, or how horrible it has to be. And it's right there in your hands. This is it. We the human race will decide, and the way we the human race will decide is through whatever interaction we can have the pretense of having before the decision is made. Can we communicate an idea? And frankly, if you can't get hard for that, okay, you don't know what philosophy is. You don't know what being alive is. You don't know what being sentient is. If you can't take that shit seriously, if you're that self-absorbed, that glib in you know, seeing what's happening, yeah, you just suck. I don't have any word for that besides you just suck if you can't care to fight, you know, and to fight well, you know, put on your best fighting suit, make a good damn show of it. Don't be a little weaselly cheaters and sit there and play these weaselly cheater games like, you know, where all of a sudden when the other guy's winning, you take the game board and toss it, okay, with some sort of argument that all of a sudden we can't know the difference between right and wrong. We can't know the difference between truth and falsehood. You know, this is just such such immature behavior by these pompous, arrogant, judgmental, elitists, head way up their fucking vaginas and asses, putzes. Anyway, that's a video and such. We'll move along on to the procedure of my day, which is I mean, I hate this shit because I end up behind, and now I got now instead of 2 things to do, I got 7 things to do today, and yeah, it's a bitch. So anyway, 16 minutes, that is a bit. Apparently, I can't make short videos easily. Boy, my eyes look very lovely in this light, though. Yeah, here it looks a lot better in regular light. I mean, I see it in video from a distance, and it looks fine. It doesn't look like this whatever color this is. Eek. Anyway.